decided to, after about an hour of shitting around and just not making a decision, we decided to go to Minro to try to deal with the plague of frogs that was going to descend upon our heads.
Welcome.
When we got there, when we got there, the retarded dragon came around, and apparently we found out that we were also hired in a past life to find a ring of sorts that would help it fight its own corruption.
It was like a
But
crown.
anywho, he played around with
ring
some
called the
gravel
Dragon's
ring that
Crown.
we found.
It was similar to the ring we
True.
ran into earlier, but it wasn't the same.
That was the Dargan's crown.
You know what?
Knockoff.
We're gonna call that the Hedgehog Crown and just like really be blatant with that one.
I was going to
In any case, after he left, we started getting out of the car slightly, and then the plague happened. People were caught on the roof, giant explosions, we killed some shit. Eventually all wrapping up to a frog with a beard, giving us a little taste of his liquor of choice in an attempt to summon the smiling mask? Or laughing
Not
mask?
an attempt. It was actual
Laughing mask.
The laughing mask god, the god of
thieves.
shadows.
God of laughing masks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess.
sure he's also a god of
You
laughing
guys didn't
masks.
want to do it. Anyway,
the name of the frog with the beard
eventually-
was Gerald, by the way.
yeah.
Good old Gerald.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Eventually, well, we got pretty damn wasted, and
because we were told if we got wasted that the laughing
come.
mask god would come for us to talk.
My guy just liked the idea
Which
of being
he-
drunk.
Yeah, and they were like, okay. Oh
Drink?
no, we have
Okay,
to get
I was gonna
drunk.
do that anyway.
God, no.
so he magically enhanced one of Cole's swords, and it became a light weapon. We don't necessarily. Do we know what it does now? We do.
He did
Magic
attune to
now.
it, so he does know.
Yeah, it's magic now. And we partied with him for a bit, and Ray and I woke up without. Well, she woke up with my pants. Jay woke up with a god's pants. I woke up with no pants.
The god left with my pants.
The god left with her pants.
We don't know
And Ray
what
also
the hell
woke up
happened.
with my mask.
Yeah.
And I also woke up with her ring and her finger on my hand.
I woke up with his finger on my hand.
On my hand.
Why were you all touching each other's hands?
I don't, we don't really know exactly what happened.
No, we do not.
Yeah.
So basically, it's us waking up and finally deciding, here, Ray, you can have Jay's pants. And that's,
Which are magic.
that's about where we left off.
That is essentially where we left off.
So we
So,
left
to-
off with
let me
Ray taking
re-describe what's-
J8's pants off.
Yeah, let me re-describe what the environment is. After finishing killing off the toads, you find that you are surrounded by several, what appears to be newly born or out of their like tadpole state toads just hopping around. One of which had a beard, but you don't see him at the moment. He probably hopped off somewhere. The
I'm
dragon
gonna
is
hunt
still
that
visible,
asshole down.
still visible in the far distance. He is not within true sight range. He might barely be able to make you out at a distance, but he doesn't seem interested in you guys. There is a lack of a roof. Your car's, for the most part, fine. And Gene, you can hear your cat in the distance meowing
Okay, I go.
because you kind of left him in the car for like a while.
I did shut the
Well,
door. That's the reason I
yeah.
didn't attack the
You-
first
you
time.
did shut the
Did you
door.
crack the window? He's suffocating.
Window was already cracked. Stay
His
there.
favorite music is playing. He's fine.
Yeah, there's a note on it.
He's fine. Don't call PETA on me.
Also, can I look for the bearded frog?
Yes, you can look for the bearded frog.
Also, I've got breakfast, and it was warm water, I believe, for everyone's hangovers.
Nah, my
What
guy
do I
said,
need to
"Fuck
roll to
you,"
look for
walked
the
downstairs. I
frog?
think he's drunk with the cat.
A successful perception check.
The best way to kill a hangover is to start a new one.
17 successful?
A 17 is not successful.
God damn it. Fine.
So,
All right.
So finally buckling on Ferris's pants and realizing his new attachment, he's gonna chill. Do nothing.
Nick, while you're chilling, you see that Jess's character, Ray, is wandering around looking for this frog. At a certain point in time, you begin to realize that the thing you're sitting on is kind of like rough, hard.
No.
When you get up, it is a very large tome, about 2 by 2 by 1. It's a very heavy-looking book, and it reads "The Rituals and Rites of the Smiling God." Sorry, Laughing God, Laughing Master. Wait,
I'm gonna get on my.
Screw him.
I'm gonna get on my sending stone and set it to only Ray.
I'm in the room with you.
Yeah, I know, but I only want you to hear me.
Okay.
Because it's all telepathy, so it's good. So I'm gonna send it to only Ray, and I'm gonna say, I was sitting on something. No wonder my back hurts. There's a giant book underneath me.
It's a frog for a second. I'm like, oh, it's a book.
I didn't sleep on a frog. No, I may have slept with a frog.
You slept in a room full of frogs, but you didn't sleep on the frog.
All right, I'll walk over, and I'm gonna look through the book.
Make sure there ain't no brown stains on it.
I'm gonna check for traps first, because I don't trust this asshole.
Hold on, I got this.
You can use find traps.
Let's see. I don't believe you detect any traps.
Right.
Nothing
You
undesirable.
believe that if you drop this on your foot, it's going to hurt a lot.
Ray, don't drop it.
Got it. And I'll open the book and flip through and.
That would sound a lot more menacing.
I'm gonna peek over her shoulder, very childish-like.
What is the
The first page says 1001. Someone disconnected. Goes back. The first page says 1001 ways to appease the laughing mascot, whatever his name is. Fuck, I don't remember it now. What is his name again? Smiling mascot or something?
The laughing mask.
Laughing mascot. Okay.
Lord of Shadows, Master of all thieves.
You know what? He has a legit name, but that's his title. Is the least laughing mascot.
He told us his actual name, but we were too drunk to remember it.
Let's just call him the Mask.
We're gonna call him the Mask. I'm fine with that.
You guys, you can hear me okay?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's a little softer now than it was a moment ago, though.
Yeah, it's just Discord acting up.
Yeah, Discord's being. Anyway, 1001 ways to appease the laughing god. Is there like an index?
I'm gonna say to Ray, let's skip to the last one because usually the last one's like the.
Yeah, what's the 1001 first? What's the 1001st way?
You skip to the very last page, and it says that this is written and not noted to be correct in any way or fashion by the laughing mascot.
By the mask.
He gave you a book that has no value.
So he wrote a holy book and gave it no truths.
He pretty much exactly what he did.
Hey, at least he gave us something.
Sure,
pants.
Hey, let's just rip out that last page, and then we could probably sell it for quite a bit.
Nah, I don't want to rip out this book for my god. It might not have any value, but I still feel
pants.
like that's blasphemy.
Yeah,
You're not here.
Nick, with your find traps, I will tell you this. The book by itself is defined as holy in the sense of like it is a holy symbol, but it also looks like he literally did this as a joke. You read the last page.
It's a joke Bible.
It's a really weird Bible.
No, but you can tell it's magical.
Yeah,
so if we take out the last page, we could sell this.
I like a special page, like different from the others.
There's 1,000 of them. You tell me if you want to spend time looking for it. Maybe if you crit, you find something, but otherwise you would really not know. It's almost like you could roll a D1000 and hope for something nice to happen.
I'm gonna do that.
How about a D1001?
We already looked at the last one, so. But it's 599. Get me. Don't you have this written out?
Yeah, I'm checking it out.
You wrote in 1,000 pages.
Dude, I get bored a lot. Okay.
Barely.
This page 599 reads, "You must find and woo a singing mermaid and request the skin of her animal form."
Request, not actually get.
Request is specifically the wording.
But also, this book is fake.
Yeah.
So.
Or is it? It might be the joke.
It
Is the
might
thing
not
you
do
wrote
anything.
right back.
It could just be you fucking up because he just wants to mess with you. Like, literally, the last page is as it would read.
What was
Yeah, but I
the
wonder
last
how
page?
much a book would sell for.
The
if they knew it
last
was
page
written
pretty
by a
much
guy.
said, "Hey, none of this is actually true or real, or whatever. It might not
This
actually
may
work."
or may
Pretty
not
much.
be true.
So it's basically 1,001 ways to troll a person by the laughing mask god.
Pretty much.
This is
Joke.
just him to watch. This is just a book to make other people do crazy shit.
Yeah, it's a joke Bible. That's it.
Where's Cole right now?
I'm in the room. I've brought you warm
He
water.
cooked you a
and
breakfast. And
Yeah,
he's
I've got
wondering
it.
why you all are just like
Yeah.
staring at each other and lip talking.
Yeah, I
I'm
brought you
I'm
guys
gonna look down. I'm gonna look down at the breakfast, and then I'm gonna nod to Ray, and I'm gonna walk out with Jay. I'm still using my sending message. I'm gonna be like, I don't trust him as a chef.
I'm going to pick up the book and put it away and with my belongings. Do I have a bag or something? In my bag of holding.
The book weighs 25 pounds. The book weighs 25 pounds, but with your strength, you have no problem.
I'm gonna put it in my bag of holding
for
scarf
my
thing.
culinary skill?
Is it just me or is she breaking up?
Survival.
No, she wasn't. You guys are just talking over.
Yeah.
Sorry. What can I roll?
Survival.
Said survival.
Let me do-
Jesus Christ, Frodo. Roll the damn survival check.
Also, if you have any spices that you bought earlier, you can use them.
But anyway, I'm gonna put the book in my scarf
Or you
of
can
holding.
DC and come back.
No, that was someone else.
Yes, Ray, you can place it inside your scarf.
Okay.
Tea
And then I'm
spice.
gonna take the warm water because I'm severely hungover and sip on it and follow J8 and Ferris out. No.
22.
Your meal is fairly good. Unfortunately, the party just seems reluctant to eat it.
Ferris left. He's not. Nope.
My guy's in the vehicle waiting for everybody.
I'm gonna say
J8
thank
comes
you.
back. J8 comes back, takes a pancake, and leaves.
The funny
I will
thing is,
say
J8
thank you.
actually, like, most of the party doesn't need to eat anymore.
I
And
will say
J8
thank
never
you.
needed to eat.
I don't.
He's a
Jay's
robot.
a robot. Ray's still undead.
Well, I have to eat. I don't have to sleep.
I thought that was part of it. The sleep, eat,
No, that's
you don't
you.
need to breathe.
That was
Oh,
you.
Mine was a bit more than that.
Yeah,
Okay.
now that
Yeah.
you have it, you have more stuff than I did.
You got everything she had plus some.
Yeah.
Except I don't have the mummy thing.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
but
have
you
the
have
money.
undead, all undead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yours is actually better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yours is better.
Like
Hey,
she
there's a
gave
lot
the ring up just in time. To
But the
gain
thing,
superpowers.
the thing is, Ferris doesn't actually know that.
Yeah, that's true.
He just didn't want to eat the cold.
I would like to clarify, you don't have control of undead just yet. That's later
Okay.
on. Right now, you
Oh.
have a thing that says that they have to make a wisdom save, or they can't declare an attack against you.
Also,
Where
does
do you want
G
me to
need to
put
eat?
that?
And I
I'll put
used to
under-
have that.
I've just, honestly just been putting them under feats and traits.
I think
I
that's
used
what-
to have
yeah, I
that,
did.
But yours
so
in the
do
vehicle.
I
You guys are
lose that?
upstairs.
Because
Say
I used to have that. They had to roll.
You used to have it, but you don't have it anymore. You
Okay, I
still
was gonna say,
have
I lost that.
mummy still will not attack you, and that might be just because it's you and not specifically the ring.
Yeah, and then I still have X-ray vision, right?
You still have your X-ray vision, though you do feel it fading.
No! No! Just randomly grab the ring.
You said,
Give it
you
back.
said breathe as well, right, Jack?
Yeah, you don't need to breathe. You don't need to eat, and you don't need to sleep.
And I still don't need to sleep, or do I need to sleep now?
You don't need to sleep.
Slumber
Also,
parties, but without any sleep.
Also, does Jean need to eat
Kinky.
or what? I'm not sure anymore.
I never got anything that said I don't need to eat, but my character's downstairs in the vehicle. The moment we woke up, my character said, fuck this shit, and went downstairs and started drinking
Fuck
again.
this shit, I'm out.
Like, I'm not even where you guys are. I'm downstairs in the vehicle with the cat. Like, when the hell are we leaving?
So, what I'm saying is, we all wake up, and Cole's like, I got you guys food. He's being real sweet with food and water. Jean just leaves. Ferris gets up, looks at the food, and leaves. And Ray gets up, takes the water, pats him on the back, says thanks, and then leaves him as well.
Nah,
And
technically, I left before he started cooking breakfast.
He was probably up before any of us.
Yeah, he
didn't
was up
drink.
before anyway.
Yeah, but he didn't
He's
say.
the one
He
who
said
woke
he
us
started to
up.
cook breakfast after I said I walked downstairs. Talking about
He said that
game.
last session, though. He said that last
Yeah.
session that he woke us up with all that stuff.
Yeah, like you guys, like I got up earlier than you guys because you were hungover, and like they're gonna be drunk off their asses, like hungover. So I better make some breakfast for everyone,
But
just
I
so we
did
have a
say,
good start.
I did say thank you, though.
Yeah, and that's why Ray is my favorite.
Fuck you. I don't need to be my vice favorite.
Anyway.
Jay's my favorite.
My guy's downstairs petting
Jay
his cat.
is everybody.
When I see you guys, I'm like, okay, to the plunge pool? Like, what's next on the agenda?
The
Yeah,
plunge.
let's head out.
I mean, for us, Gene, you're not going anywhere near that plunge pool.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand very, very far away and shoot Elder Lich blasts.
Oh, wait,
Good
wait,
to
wait.
know.
Better yet, he can use the tank's cannon.
I think
It's
that would get our tank too close to the giant elemental. Because that thing doesn't
No, I
have very
think,
good range.
we'll just leave that one away from everything. But, Gene, there is no shame in running away if things get close to you. I don't want you to die.
I'm not. Like,
Run.
I have Elder Lich Blast. I have like one of the longest range spells in the game. Believe me, I'm going to be standing very far away from you.
I'm just saying if things get closer to you.
Also,
that's the fun.
Jack, those lines on the screen, that's from the previous battle.
There are probably a lot of lines from the previous battle.
Actually, do I have
The
a spell?
boxes.
Yeah,
Can I
the
see?
boxes, like those were the windows and such.
Boom.
The tadpoles were attacking from.
They'll be even if you want. I'm not too concerned about them.
But yeah, we're gearing up to go to the plunge pool.
All right. As you guys are preparing to leave, he's
Are we going to
still
have a
another
rest?
dragon in the distance watching
We
you
already
guys.
had a full rest. We just
Alright.
woke up.
Add my spell slots and stuff back then.
Yeah, same.
Let's see.
Okay, so where is everybody sitting in the vehicle?
Who's
Okay.
driving?
Nick, I will give you this because I guess it should have shown up at some point, but the problem is you didn't cast it in the specific area. As you're leaving, or like as your fine trap spell begins to fizzle as you leave the breakfast area, and the party begins to pack up, you do catch sight of something that is technically beneath where the car is located.
Well, I
They put
would've
a
gotten-
bomb under our car.
The fine traps is 120 feet.
Mm.
It's the entirety, like, within 120 feet of me. So basically a 240-foot line.
Spidey senses going off.
Whatever it is, you
Here's the
Something-
main
there's
thing.
something
It's not
you need to
really
spot.
defined as a trap. So I've been hesitant to like whether or not it makes sense, but I'm giving it to you guys because I'd rather you guys know it was there rather than just walk off later.
So there's a
Well,
bomb.
the thing about fine trap spell is that it's not just traps.
Mhm.
It's a trap for the purpose of this spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect. So
You can do what
Does
you
that mean it
will.
would go off if we went over a stroll that cast Fireball?
You don't know what it does, and that's the problem.
So there's something underneath the car.
Yes.
Should someone investigate something?
Hold on. You guys don't know it.
Oh, I thought you told us. I thought that was
No.
just that. Okay, never mind.
So I'm gonna look towards Jay, and
He's gonna call
Jay's
his
gonna
mom
go.
dog.
Jay's gonna go around to the other side of the car, and then very suddenly, we're both gonna look under, very quickly.
All right. Not really needing to roll a perception check since I'm already giving it to you. As you peer underneath the car, you do catch sight of. It's not something that was under the car attached to it, but physically on the floor which the car is sitting. At a first glance, you would assume it looks like a grease pit. You know, like you hang the car over this, you do your work underneath it. But on closer inspection, as you peer down into one of the cracks that's, of the thing that's sitting on top of it, you catch sight of what appears to be a shiny silver object underneath it. If you move the car and get down there, you might be able to get a better look at it.
Is there no way to just walk into the grease pit? Like there should be
Not
one
while
at
a
the
car
back.
is sitting on top of it.
Only you had someone super strong who
Well,
could just move the vehicle without turning it on.
Well, I'm just gonna crawl
You
under.
may not have to go inside, but you're gonna have to move the car first.
Jay and I are just gonna crawl under the car.
Crawl under the car.
Yeah, it's a big fucking car, so hopefully it's not a lowrider.
Well, it's not technically.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check. You find the area you're crawling into is very damp, somewhat, from all the rain. And there's an awful amount of grease.
The second one was Jay.
Jay picks it off the floor and hands it to you. It seems to be a small silver key.
Anything
Actually,
etched on it, or just-
it seems to have been snapped in half.
and there's no secondary piece, or do I have the full key?
You don't see a secondary piece with your 17 or his 19.
Okay. And there's
Didn't I
no.
already have that for my key?
No, I just meant like where is it broken from?
Seems to be laying on the floor in one of the. Essentially, it would be a grease trap, man. Like.
No,
So, like-
I'm saying where in the key is it broken from? Like where you turn it, or from the actual part that unlocks the mechanism?
The teeth.
It almost looks like someone stuck in the lock and then smacked it.
Oh, so I only have the end bit.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go into the grease pit.
You climb down. You're gonna need a successful perception check, man. Go for it.
20.
Hey!
Yeah.
Your 20 does eventually reveal what appears to be a door sunken, like flesh to the wall with no clear seam. What appears to be a very greasy looking, like half a key inside of the lock.
I'm gonna go on the sending stone to Ray, and I'm gonna say, do you happen to know the mending spell?
Wouldn't that be crazy if that's the cantrip I chose to take at 10th level? Oh, I
Wait,
did.
what?
Did you really? Did you
Yes, I
really?
did. I did.
All right.
Actually, I got it too.
I chose mending. I was like, should I do guidance? Nah, I'll just do mending. Fuck it.
It's funny that you chose the less useful skill, and it just came in handy.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hey, mending is very useful, man.
Mending
It
is very useful.
You see, never actually use it.
as soon as you found the half
This
a
is
key, I was
literally the
like, yes.
first time I've ever seen mending being useful. So
I
Never broke a sword in the middle of a fight?
I
Yeah,
once
like-
used mending to keep a guy from like tearing the freaking rope. It's like, hey, you trying to hack the rope on the bridge? No, you're not. Mending.
Yeah, like
Remember the
in
time
another
I got
campaign, I shoot a gun, and when my gun breaks, I had to use mending to fix it. Like, I could just
and remember
do
the
that.
time I had to use mending on that gate in Dwarf's game?
He
I
was
Yeah.
in the Dwarf's game.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll go down and crawl under the vehicle as well.
One more note: you will never have a flat tire with mending.
Yeah, no, that's like the best thing.
I guess
Yeah,
in a game
the
like,
first
in a
time we
game like
broke the
this,
vehicle.
it's a very useful. Yeah.
I
Just
also
the
thought about
mechanism.
Ray's backstory and like how she sold and objects
You know
and
what?
everything. I was like,
It
she
does.
would have
It makes
mending.
sense for your background.
Actually,
Yeah, it
yeah,
makes
this whole time.
complete sense. No, I haven't. I didn't take that. I took Thorn
right.
Whip Crew, Craft and Poison Spray. But now
Right.
I'm
I
thinking,
say, man, how
You,
many
you
times we
place
busted
you
the
place the
vehicle?
key against the. You place one part of the key to the other, casting mending the metal weaves back together. Do you turn the lock?
I give.
no, I'm
I,
gonna check it out first. Or
I put out my hand for a low 5.
I give us a little B5 that we're on the ground under the vehicle. Like, okay.
No, we're in
Awkward.
we're in a grease pit. We can stand in here.
Oh,
There's plenty of room to stand.
That's why
Okay.
there's a door.
Okay, then. High 5 or low 5. Okay.
I will admit the door is smaller than you expect. It's like a goblin door.
All right, I'm gonna do a check on the door though.
Go
Did
ahead.
this building have Smeagol's name on it?
What do I need
It
to
did.
roll? What do I need to roll? Perception?
What are you trying to do?
Trying to see if it's like trapped or magic.
Seeing if something is trapped is always investigation.
It's fine.
No, it's deadly trap.
No comment.
Is it magic though? I also want to check if it's magic.
Roll me Arcana then.
It's fine.
No
That
comment.
is a door.
All right. Well, since
Doors are magic.
Ray,
as
just
Ray's
accept it.
about-
You don't think there's a trap, and you don't think it's magic or
But she's
cursed or
gonna-
anything like that.
turn the key.
As Ray's turning the key, I'm gonna grab her hand real quick and say, just give me 1
Be
minute.
very careful with that finger.
I'm gonna do primeval awareness. I'm gonna start concentrating on it, seeing if there's anything beyond this door.
Hold up, real quick.
Let's see.
So we're in a grease pit.
You're in the grease pit.
My
Yeah.
flames are doused. Just real quick.
You
I'm
have
not
a
on
point
fire
there.
right now.
You have a
I'm
very
not on
strong
fire.
point there.
I'm not on fire. Just everything goes up in smoke
Okay.
immediately.
You casting primeval awareness tells you that there is nothing that is demonic or humanoid within the area other than the party.
Can I use
Okay.
my X-ray vision to see through the door?
You can try. Roll me a perception check.
Hey,
Hey!
that's 20.
Ray,
Hopefully, you
Compared
didn't just
to-
flare the last.
compared to my previous statement, you see what appears to be a semi-functioning power suit similar to the one you are currently wearing, which offers you 29 strength.
Oh! Is it a dexterous power suit?
No, it only strength.
Does it look slim?
Like, you see a little bit of drool come out of my mouth. Yes.
It's gonna need some work. You're not totally sure how you would fix it. You know Smeagol would be able to fix it, but you have no
I could
idea where
probably
he is.
fix it.
Alright, I am busting sweet check for traps and magic, and it was fine. Gotta open the door.
Where's the dwarf at when you need him? He would have been able to get it working. He was an engineer.
You
I
probably
have
would have been able to.
mechanics, dude. Mine's
Yeah, but that was his
probably better than
background. That was his actual background. Was he was made to work on those.
Yeah, I opened the door.
It seems fine. It's clearly covered in grease. This armor you're looking at is as fucked up as it can be, man. It literally looks like someone smashed half of it and has been slowly repairing it over time. Like, have you been looking like in a car crash and someone just like bumped out the dents and that's all they did?
Yeah, is there anything else in the room, or is it just that?
Roll me an investigation check. As you peer around the depths of the room, you find what appears to be several broken components and other various parts. A massive monitor to one side of the room, but it does not seem to be functional.
Can I do a mechanics check on the suit, seeing it, like, if I could see what its actual purpose is?
Go for it.
Boom!
Hey!
Damn.
What is with all these 20s?
Oh no! Did I have
You
an
did.
advantage on that last roll? Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, where is it?
Not only did you roll a natural 20, you also, on your disadvantage, rolled a 19.
Yeah, right? Ferris really wanted to know what this power suit was.
What the hell is it?
We fixed it while you were looking at it.
So, Ferris, as you walk over to the object and attempt to examine it, you just happen to push something accidentally as the core seems to slowly pull into the suit and turn on. It seems to be mostly functional, though it's clearly not as it was meant to be. But it seems to be functional in the sense that it can turn on. You might be able to put it on. The size will vary depending on the person. Let's see. Where the hell is it? I hate it when I prepare stuff ahead of time and shit just isn't there.
Wait, is this an Iron Man suit?
It is an Iron Man suit.
Oh, I thought it was just another strength suit.
It totally is an Iron Man suit, though.
Yeah, exactly how he described it as the power core going on.
Yeah, it was that.
So just double his armor.
All right, I'm just gonna have to give it to you from memory. So
Okay.
this
Hold on.
constitutes
Just give me
half
one
plate.
sec. Shit. Fuck it, I'll type it.
Okay.
It's half
Half
plate.
plate.
This constitutes as half plate. You do not have any issues in regards of like max dex, meaning that you could wear this and still have your max dex bonus added to your AC.
Oh,
There
God.
seems to be something else to it, but the functionality beyond that seems to either be broken or it's not there.
So it's gave him the strength variation of Dex. So it's a
Okay.
flash suit.
I'm gonna look at Ray looking at all those components and stuff. And do I feel like there's missing pieces from this, or do I just need to work on the suit to get it all of the functions going?
You think there are physically missing parts to it?
Okay.
Is the belt missing?
The belt seems to be powering it in the same sense that your belt powers yours.
Okay, good.
Can I look
Technically,
at?
Ray, you could technically swap out one belt for the other belt, and maybe it'll be different.
You know, I'm good with mine. I think mine's like the strongest you could possibly get.
Plus that one's metal armor.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
look at the
And it does Dex, not
components
strength.
that Ray is looking at, and do I feel like any of these could fit in or are interchangeable?
Say again?
I want to look at the components that Ray is investigating right now that she found, and
All right.
see if these parts are compatible.
I will let the 28 carry for now. You do find something that does seem to be compatible with the suit. Unfortunately, you're not certain if it will really do anything, since you have no idea exactly what it does, but it does match one of the arm components. Like if you swap out its left arm with this thing, I think it fits better or matches better, but it's hard to say if this was intentional or the one that's on there was intentional.
I'm gonna change it out, and then I'm gonna keep the old component with me.
I just realized something.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Ferris and Ray have matching armor, now matching power armor, and our wedding rings are each other's fingers. We look like the oddest married couple in the fucking world.
Yours is just a gauntlet and a pair of pants and a belt. His is an actual full suit. So they are a little different.
Okay. Yeah, well, it wasn't before. We had the same hide armor. I was like, it's the weirdest fucking shit.
And his is
I
probably
don't
got bigger
think it's
legs
weird.
instead of gloves.
Nick, you're uncertain exactly what it did. When you attach the new arm, it does seem to light up, sort of like little like veins of like energy flowing through it.
Ferris is gonna shrug and go, "Works for me." Ray, do you want to help me put this on?
It's Fallout style, man. It just opens up.
Never mind. Look at this.
I was about to be like, do I need to mend any of the holes in it or anything?
Oh, there's plenty of holes. But the problem
I got my mending hands on. Woohoo!
There's plenty of holes, but the problem with mending is you need the other part to it.
Oh.
You can't just mend one piece of metal to another piece of metal. It has to be the same piece of metal broken in
I
half.
like to think that
Torn
she
cloak.
accidentally mends the armor shut on him and he can't move. Get out now.
No, but like it says mend the torn cloak. I just assumed it was part of it, but if it's all mechanical, it wouldn't work. Yeah.
It's like mending fits things like a puzzle piece.
Yeah.
And then fills in a slight between them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That forces them to come back together.
Mending
why it
is
works
just
on
duct
torn
tape,
things.
right? Mending is just duct tape.
Very
need
magically
Gorilla Glue.
awesome duct tape.
Kinda not. We're not gonna worry about it right now.
Anyway,
Okay.
But
So
there you
with
go, Nick.
this armor, I would have a 22 AC.
Jesus.
Don't you
What is
already
everyone's
also
AC
have an
right
item
now?
that you always have? You can always stealth. Or no, that was the one.
No, that's my
with
cloak.
that.
That's my.
So your cloak
cape.
cancels out the fact that it's plate armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So this is-
half plate has disadvantage, but I have a +10 onto it.
Yeah. So like half plate disadvantage, but you have +10, so they kind of negate, but not
Yeah.
in an advantage disadvantage way.
At some point, somebody had an item that made it so that they could stealth with, or it gave them advantage on stealth, so to bamf that.
Nick, I also like to point out that the suit seems to weigh roughly 80, but it also doesn't feel too heavy on your body because it's not
Okay.
on your body; it's on its own feet.
What is everyone's ACs right now?
Well, mine with this would be 22. It's actually only a 2 increase for me. And without
Oh,
having,
so sorry.
Yeah,
You
well,
can
Well, your
have someone
damage for
else.
dex is increased like insane, because now you have 28 dex, right?
no, well, we don't know. I don't have the other components functioning yet.
I thought you said you gave you the dex increase.
It gives me the dex to half plate, so I get 15 plus my dex modifier,
Oh.
which is a 6. And then I have Mariner for my fighting style, so that gives me another +1, so I have a 22.
Gene, what is your AC?
My armor is 20 right now, because I gave you my ring of armor.
Yeah, Cole, what's yours?
Mine.
He's 21, I think.
Jesus Christ, guys, I'm at 16. What the fuck?
20.
You're a druid. That's the problem, Ray. You're a druid.
fine.
You can't wear metal like everyone else
You
can.
can put armor. You can put rock skin on.
That's true,
I
think
wasn't
they're
wearing
elemental.
armor before. I wasn't wearing metal armor before.
But I can also go elemental form, it's fine. That's fine.
Alright, Jack, what I'm gonna do for now is, am I able to get out of the suit?
You have no problem getting out of the suit. Mind you, you cannot get out of the suit during combat.
Okay. Ray, want to help me bring this up to the vehicle?
Yeah, I just like pick it up with one hand, like, oh, it's 80 pounds, whatever.
At this point,
Thank you.
At this point, I'm coming downstairs, eating breakfast, going, "So, guys, what's going on?"
Me and Ferris and Jay
And
just
then you
appeared under the
see
vehicle.
Ray carrying what appears to be a big metal doll out from underneath the car.
Could we pause for like 2 minutes?
No.
I just
Hey,
need to do something
just so
real quick.
you know, the belt device that's supposed to be powering that is the same belt device that he's wearing right now.
What?
He has one of those power suits too, Cole.
Yeah.
We're missing one more, guys. You need to find Gene one.
Yeah, we need all
Nah,
the different
yeah.
kinds of giants. We have each giant kind, right? That's what's going on.
I would love one, but I kind of can't.
Right.
My deity is binding my shield to me. My blood is binding my axe to me. And I
only has
can take
one
the
left.
gloves off, so I can't physically take the glove off.
Oh,
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
take
all of my
yeah, you
items are
literally
permanently
can't do that.
attached. All of my items are permanently attached.
What are the gloves again?
The gloves are the ones that make it when I heal you. They give you spell slots based on how much health I give you.
Based by the spell slot, but only with lay on hands, so it's based on health.
That's pretty neat. I was about to say, do you want to...
Sorry
You
about
can't
that.
take them off?
I can't take
maybe
them
you
off.
could spell it, but
He could
You
technically
don't wanna
remove
take
his
those off.
hands, but then, a problem too.
yeah,
Are you guys talking about removing my hands?
not yours.
Okay, great.
But yeah, so think about
Holes?
it. One's my blood, one's
No,
my
not his.
deity. So unless I find the lion
Sorry,
armor, if I
remove
find the
those
lion
hands.
armor, the shield, the deity and the shield will leave to the armor.
Yeah.
But that
By
like
the
pretty
end
much
of this
that's it.
campaign, Jack's not going to be happy unless all of us have at least one body part from another member of the party. We're just like a mixed
He's-
match of like.
Please don't give
No,
me my-
nobody can have any of my body parts.
The shoulders of Gene.
Technically, Jean's body parts would kill you.
Yeah, instantly.
I'm fine.
And
I'm
so
undead.
would Ray's if her blood is flammable.
Well, that wouldn't affect me.
Well, as
'cause I'm
far
fire.
as Ferris is concerned, he's just slightly tipsy all the time now because your blood is alcoholic.
Well, actually, they could survive the transfusion. They just might have.
Well, I mean,
sand.
a
Have to
god
make-
did it.
They'd have to make a warlock pact.
Mm.
I mean, a god did it, so I assume the side effects are null.
And
It's
it's
not
my
deadly.
blood running through her finger. It's not her like blood running through me.
We're both the same blood type. It's just
Yeah, it's weird because we're from different races.
Steel is your flesh and
we
fire
both have
is
a negative
blood.
O.
We have
You're
negative
both-
O.
Oh, negative.
neg.
You're both
neg.
O negative. We're gonna go with that.
We're both O neg.
We're universal blood donors, so
Yep.
For some reason, Ferris's blood is flammable too.
that's because his younger days he was an alcoholic.
It's just because he drinks a lot.
Technically, he still is. Like you guys didn't even know that's how good of an alcoholic he was.
Alright, well, we found this armor and a creepy door under the vehicle, so yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
Get into the
Wait, it's not
vehicle.
cursed or magical or anything, right?
I don't think so.
I already put it on. Doesn't seem like it.
I'll do an Arcana check to make sure it's not.
I just
Is it? Does a 13 tell me?
A 13 does not tell you that is cursed.
It's
Nick,
fine. I did. Actually,
I would like to
it's great.
clarify again, in case you didn't catch the first time, that during combat, the suit will not let you leave it for combat reasons. Meaning that if in a situation you were stuck and you can't leave because of the suit, and the fight's still going, you're still stuck in it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not wearing it right now because it's just I already have some armor, so I'm not really too worried about that.
Can I just say one thing? It already sounds like you're in the armor, so it actually works now. Alright, guys? Sounds like he's talking inside a helmet to us.
Ray 2.
Hey,
Also,
leave us
at the
alone.
fact that we picked up the thing and I asked, I'm just gonna sigh and go like, whatever. Like I'm done trying to be cautious about magical stuff because we come across too much of this.
Well, this
shit
one's not
on a
magical.
daily-
This one's technology.
Oh,
Either
is
way,
that-
It's made of the same stuff as your belt. It looks the same design as your belt and her belt. And they're technology. Even though they're classified as magic items, they're technology.
But what I'm saying is we come across random shit like this way too often. Like
Yeah.
seriously, way too often. At this
Do I
point,
sound weird?
me?
Sound fine.
You sound fine to me.
Okay,
It's me that you sound robotic to. And so at this point, Cole's just like, I don't even fucking care anymore. We come across this stuff way too much for me to even try to care anymore.
You have more magic items than the rest of the party combined, or you've held more. So you're not one to be talking right now, mister.
No, it's just that
You've lost more magic items than some of us have gained.
Hey, if someone wants to use a magic item, I'm okay with it. That's part of the reason I'm collecting
We
them. in the
find
first
out that
place.
hammer we lost is what you needed to fix the suit. The hammer of forging
the damn
magic
dwarf
items.
hammer.
Yeah, the damn dwarf hammer, the one that's destroyed or
Oh, wait a
buried in the middle of the
second.
desert.
Oh shit! My stone lit up and told me to go somewhere. Didn't I have that one that was like... Fuck, what did it do?
It was telling us to go east, I think. Last
Yeah, we were
time
going
checked it.
east, but didn't it give us like a place?
I thought, aren't we going back to the thing?
We're supposed to go to the plunge pool.
Yeah, we're going to Punch Bowl. I was just making sure we're not like around the same area. I'm just checking. I'm not saying we're gonna do that next.
No, we're at Monroe.
Yeah, it just says head east. So we went east. So I'm gonna check the rock real quick.
But I just
See,
need to do one thing quick, and Ferris is gonna head upstairs.
Be
You're
careful.
gonna
there's
murder a
not whole
bunch of
lot
toads,
upstairs.
aren't you?
Maybe.
Are you in the mood for frog's legs?
Alright.
Because that'd
Right.
be just rude.
Yeah.
The rock pointed you into the direction of Holak Forest. That's where the rock wants you to go.
I like forest.
Do you see Hollow Forest?
Yeah, it's
It's
over
just
there
past
by. Yeah, it's just a little bit further. Yeah, Polak Forest.
Oh,
Where my elemental form is. Okay.
On the other side of the pool, ain't it?
No, that's my pool is like right up above us, and Holek Forest. Whereas Plunge Pool is in King's Forest. The next forest over is Holek Forest.
Yeah.
on the
The
northern side of
realm of the wailing fog. I don't know why I said Sunset Hill right there, and I thought it said Silent Hill, and I'm like, can we not go there? Can we avoid that?
Let's be honest, guys. Silent Hill, the game, is awesome. And I will admit, I've done Silent Hill-esque kind of things in like a Halloween kind of setting. Just like, hey, little
We should
something
so
extra
have
during
that as
during
our
time.
next place.
Did I tell you guys the other day I played Left 4 Dead 2 with a bunch of people? And it was I suck at video games. Like, I'm terrible at them. And this is my second time ever playing that game, and it freaked me out. And then my power went out immediately after I finished playing it. I was like, at nighttime, the power went out. And I was like, of course, I played a scary zombie game right before my power went out.
The scary zombie game. Left 4 Dead.
And then she got out her
This witch has scared me.
weapon of choice for zombie apocalypse. What are you using, like for melee weapons?
Which
Like
is used a nice term.
Trench pick.
Anyway, I just
shovel.
wanted to let you guys know.
You're gonna use a shovel?
Mm-hmm.
Were you a shovel knight? I thought they were extinct.
Nope. Well, technically, I'm a spade squire, so yeah.
I like pickaxes. Okay, enough of that. Let's continue going.
See, a
really
trench
get where we're
pick.
going?
A trench pick was actually made to go through the helmets of soldiers when they're fighting in trenches. It's incredibly effective against the human skull.
Mental
assume
note.
so. Anyway. Alright, I'm done with my thing. Go near Holak Forest. Do I know anything about Holak Forest? Have I ever been to Holak Forest?
Let's see. To be specific, you as a person started the game in an area known as Hermit's Wood, which is not too far from Hollock Forest. Hollock Forest was across the lake from it.
Mm-hmm.
So you started not too far from Hollock Forest.
But we're right.
Do I know anything about Holak Forest?
You know that you didn't go there because there was nothing there for you, in the sense that it didn't have broken spaceships, which is what you as a profession did.
Yeah, but like, did I hear stories about what goes on in Holak Forest? Like, anything like that?
No, it's oddly quiet.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
Jack, where did I start the game from?
You started in a mine. I believe that was near the Blood Tower, which is south of your current location.
Like, the blood
Here.
what?
Over here. Blood Tower.
Oh.
Nearby. Okay, wait, so right now we're going up to Plunge Pool, which is right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
why
then
did
we're
I never
gonna
say-
go to Arabelle, or
Yeah.
Bloodwater.
You never asked. And the problem with that is, like, you can age your starting location, but, like, since realistically your various starting locations don't matter too much in the grand scheme of the game, unless you specifically want to engage with it, I ignore it.
And then we could either go down to Zuzale, or don't we have to go to Zuzale for something? For coal?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what we could do is
Like,
after we go to Plunge Pool, go to Arabelle, go to Hollock, and then go down to Suzale, and then to the Keep.
or we could go to Plunge Pool, because we're right here. So we go to Plunge Pool, and then back down to Suzale, and then up to Arabelle, over to Holak Forest.
The entire
Yeah, too.
argument that you had before was you were keeping this vampire lady waiting for like
I
weeks.
know. But now
And
I
that
feel
was just
weird because I don't
fine.
have the ring. Now I feel weird because I don't have the ring anymore, so I'm like, just don't.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be with you.
That's true.
Alright. Anyway, Ferris comes back down from upstairs and he says, "I got a weird message. I think I got a distress signal. Don't really know when it was from, but I know who it was from. It's from a ship called the SS Terra.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway,
Who uses
plentiful.
ships nowadays?
Where was the signal from Terra? But where was SS Terra?
I don't know. I just got the message.
Okay.
If you guys don't recognize it, I say we just move on to Plunge Pool.
Do I know
can
what SS Terra is?
Is
You
that the
can
name?
roll me a history check.
I'm gonna make one as well, just in case. Like, for some
Alright.
reason, Ferris is forgetful.
Same here.
All right.
Being so slow.
Ah.
2.
If you come on, man.
Man, if
Wrong
you
order,
20!
wrong
you
order.
should start losing your memory of
Ray.
your critical failures
Yeah.
in your ships.
As a scrapper, as a junker, you've only heard the name the SS Terra once. It was the first starship to leave the planet Earth.
The first starship. It was the first starship to ever leave the planet Earth.
Well,
Why
you
would
said
want a
that
ship
like.
that looks like a star.
God damn it.
Has it ever been seen from again after it left Earth, or what?
No. Very much like the first group of settlers from from Europe. They came, they settled, and then they mysteriously disappeared.
Kick
So which
some
ones were the
monster
ones that
butt.
came back?
Alright, so I
Some of
share
them
that
came-
information. I'm like, yo, that's the first starship to ever
It's-
leave the planet Earth, and it's never been seen from since.
It's just as ominous. People like left. We kept getting a signal for like a very long time, and then it just stopped. Ships went out to look for them. No signal, no debris. Like if they were in a fight, you'd see some form of like a trace or a signal. There's literally
Was
just
there-
nothing.
Were there any coordinates in the message that I received?
The distress signal you picked up would indicate that it's on its way to Earth, and that pretty much everything's broken. Their
It's
engines
been
don't
took over
work.
by Borgs.
Their shields are gone. It's like there's not for sure. You don't know for sure what's going on with them, but like their ship is more likely just going to crash.
Oh,
What are those
did it
spiders
say?
from?
Did it say anything about
Replicators.
thought of like where they were going to crash land? Like
It's going to
An
crash land
estimated?
to the northwest of your location, but not on this map. On a different map that I would have to upload later.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to land in the middle of that wasteland we made. Like,
it's
oh, that's
pretty
coincidental.
goddamn far away.
Now this is like a month's journey, maybe 2 months, depending on how quickly or how many shit stuff just keeps happening.
A fresh crash site might be worth going to later, eh? If we
The
don't
junker
make
in me is
return.
like, yes.
The junker in you tells
Like,
you that
jackpot.
Ray. The junker in tells you that if you go to a freshly crashed ship, it means that a bunch of the technology that you would normally be looking for, that would be like it's so freaking old, it's falling apart. It's just there in a less than pristine condition because it just crashed.
Mhm.
But there's plenty of things that will survive the crash.
So the junker in me is excited.
And the junker in you tells you that you could probably find a new core for your belt should your belt ever get broken.
Knock on wood, Jack. My belt ever breaks, I'm taking coals. I don't care.
I'll take note of the estimated coordinates.
All right.
Hey, can you reply to the distress signal?
I'm pretty sure he does not even sure how he got the signal.
Somebody knows me.
Back.
It's cool. I've used the same email for apparently generations or whatever.
It's
The
very
Pats
possible
needs
that
to
you
use
use
this one.
exactly the same email. That's actually
Yeah,
legit
this
thing.
this email has been passed down from.
See, what we
father to
don't know
son.
is we're gonna open the starship's gonna crash. We're gonna go over there, and then somebody's gonna come out of the
Guys,
wreckage, and it's gonna look just like
what
Ferris.
you don't know is that it's not his email address. It's actually J8's, and he used your suit to log on to the internet.
Well, I am not a
Yes.
person, so
Anyway, plunge pool, guys. We'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
But isn't the other thing going to happen in a couple months?
Yeah.
A lot of things.
So don't we
happening,
have
guys.
time to do the plunge pool and then go?
We
over
have
there?
well, we already said we're going to the plunge pool.
Okay, I thought
You
she
don't have
said
to worry
forget
about
the.
that.
Okay, I thought she said forget.
No,
the
she said, all right, to the plunge pool.
All right, I heard.
We'll
wrong.
deal with the other
Shit
stuff
happens.
later because it's gonna be a while back. That's gonna be a while. So we'll go up to plunge pool.
All right, I'm gonna post up a link real quick, guys. This is essentially the map we're working with. Mind you, that it's supposed to be more post-apocalyptic, but literally we're just using this map. So if you look at this map, you'll see around the west end of the spine of the world is where the ship would theoretically have landed.
All right, I'll be right back.
You do that.
Forever to load.
It's a big map.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like, it's going pretty slow.
That was a really nice detailed
Oh,
map, man. Like you
Jesus.
legit could use this map to go just like travel around, but the problem is it would not
I
fit on
see a
120.
dude. Oh my god,
Okay.
that zoom in. Jesus
I know, right?
Christ.
It's
I
amazing.
know.
This
I zoomed in
is
and
a
I'm like,
super
"Ooh."
detailed map. It's like really awesome though.
Where did you say it was gonna be landing?
Okay, go to the north side. Just before it hits the water, you're gonna see a mountain called the Spine of the World. West of that, we're talking around the area of Icewind Dale to a little south of that. It's probably around there between Icewind Dale and Luskan.
Okay.
Here we got some fucking room. Right.
Fucking Neverwinter. Hey, we can find
Yeah.
a mermaid there. We'll probably find mermaids around there,
Let's
right?
see.
To where to skiing?
Trying to figure out where you
Between
guys are
Icewind-
now.
It's in between Icewind Dale and where?
Luskan. Luskan.
Pick up dragons. Okay,
I know,
so
that's where I looked as well.
I just found out where you guys are now. You guys are west of Baldur's Gate. So if you look for Baldur's Gate and head east from Baldur's Gate, sorry, as it was earlier. You head east from there, you're gonna find the Lake of Dragons and a little bit of
they just have different
Hollow
names.
Forest. Yeah, this is zoomed out more, but you'll see Arabelle there too.
Can't.
I see it right there.
It
So
zooms
that's-
in so much and it zooms out so far that I can't read anything that I just can't figure out where the fuck
If you go to let's say the left corner or the right corner, and then go up to that giant lake there, that kind of ocean looking one.
a high
And
ice.
keep going left. That will be the Lake of Dragons right near that mountain range, and we'll be in that forest just above the Lake of Dragons.
Yep.
And then you'll see to the right of that, there's be a Arabelle. And then
Found
Hollow
it.
Forest.
Wait, I'm at the high forest.
Okay.
What?
So all the way to the right, there is a lake, big lake called the Sea of Fallen Stars. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, now follow
Keep
that
going
lake
left.
to the left. You'll see Westgate and then
Lake
Lake of
of Dragons.
Dragons.
Lake of
And
Dragons.
then north of that is Arabelle. See it?
Yeah, we'll just be above there in that forest near
Yeah.
the plunge pool. That little tiny
Yeah, you actually can
body
see
of
the
water.
plunge pool.
You can see Erebor too.
Technically, you can see your forest right there between like Arabelle and Lake of Dragons. That little forest, that's where you live.
Let's go to the Wood of Sharp Teeth, guys. Wood of Sharp Teeth.
Fitting for a druid.
Wood of Sharp Teeth. But it's really close to the Cloakwood, so that's fitting for somebody who's sneaky. But it's right above Candlekeep. That sounds nice.
Sounds horrifying.
It does. Anyway,
We
Yeah.
to the
digress.
plunge pool.
Okay, I'll take the wheel. Where are people sitting?
I'm sitting up front with you. You're driving. I'm
I'll
always
get
up
in the
front.
back.
Are you going in the
Trailer. Yeah.
caravan? Or okay,
I'm sitting up front.
all right.
Wait, it's laying in my
I
lap.
ask, Before that, I ask, are you guys okay to drive hungover?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
done this like 1,000
right.
times.
And that doesn't make me any less worried. I want